I'm curious, how did you, because you mentioned the Madhouse thing, but how did you even get started in getting to anything? Like, because we're coming out here talking about 3D, but I don't even like know anything about, I guess, your background or how.
Yeah, how do you get started in the anime industry to the point where you can rise to a producer level?
Actually, I started in the weird position. So I was just fooling around in LA and I actually volunteered for Anime Expo as an interpreter.
Oh, wow.
Oh, seriously?
And
okay.
I met the producer Mario Masao, the founder of Madhouse then. And he's like,
oh my God.
I was actually supposed to, after college, go to Sega.
Yeah.
But he's like, we're starting a studio here. You should join us. I'm like,
wait, how did that?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I feel like you're glossing over still a lot of. No one's just like, hey man.
Yeah,
cool that interpreting you did. Come out. Like,
yeah, we get people at conventions being like, yeah, I really want to work for Trash Taste. We're not just going to be like, well, come on in. Like, it's not that easy, right? So it's like,
was it that easy?
Or was it that easy?
No. I mean, Maruyama has a really keen eye on like looking at people.
Right.
Like he grew up his entire career after Tezuka Osamu. And that level of mastery creates a lot of crazy people, and they really have keen eyes.
Yeah. How long did you live in LA?
I mean, I grew up in LA, so from 6 to after college.
Oh damn.
Oh wow. Okay.
So he's like, hey, come work for me. Move to Tokyo, and you're just like, all right.
Well, it was actually the first to come to the LA office.
Oh right, of course. Yeah.
So I started working at the LA office. A month later, he calls me up. You should move to Tokyo. I'm like, okay, that sounds really exciting. When do I do this? Next week? I'm like,
no. He gave you 1 week.
Oh my God.
Was there like a project that desperately needed you?
No.
He's just like,
I'm just gonna fuck with this kid right now.
Yeah, maybe he's like, he won't do it. Guys,
he's testing my determination.
Yeah, the real ones will do it.
This only happens in Japan. Like, this is like a Japanese mindset of like, we have to test the determination.
Yeah.
We have to test their willingness.
He's like Yoda of anime industry. If you watch Shirobako, Marukawa Masato, he's basically Maruyama Masao. So.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
He founded a studio Mappa as well.
Well, Mappa seems to just do everything now.
Yeah. Mappa seems to be getting every IP under the sun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty.
So what job were you doing at Madhouse?
So I started out as assistant producer for the live action part of the process.
Right.
So then there was a project that we're working with Japan. The Wachowskis were actually producers at the time.
Matrix?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So they were wanted a show with Madhouse. So that's why.
I heard about this.
Damn, okay. I didn't know this.
We're not talking about Animatrix, right?
No.
That's something else.
After that, there was a comic they produced called Shaolin Cowboy.
Okay.
By Jeff Darrow, and they wanted to adapt that into anime.
Oh, wow.
Then I flew over to Japan. So.
Did I ever get released? Because
yeah.
I was like,
that sounds sick.
Feel like I would have heard.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
I'm curious then, like how many projects end up getting cancelled then? Because that's obviously like one.
Like what's the ratio to?
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't in anime industry. There's not too many projects that can't get canceled after it launches.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, mine was a rare case.
Right.
It was an international production. Hollywood's involved, and
a lot of moving parts.
The what do you call it? The bank wasn't uneasy at the time. So
right.
I'm curious. So you said you just turned up in Japan. Did he tell you what you were going to do a week later in Japan, or was it just like, we'll figure it out? So you just turned up?
He wanted me to be the line producer for this show. I'm like, how am I going to be a line producer without any kind of experience?
What is a line producer, out of curiosity?
So line producer is you manage entire production under a producer to
So
make
basically
everything work.
you're the producer.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So the producer tells you what to do, and then you guys you do it. Man, the other guy sounds like he's got the way better job.
Yeah. So I mean, and then he says that, but it's not that what he means it. So.
God, I swear every industry guest we've had on has had like the weirdest
Yeah,
journey. Because
you're talking about it so nonchalantly as well. This is why I'm confused. So you get here and he's like, be a line producer. Are you like, sure? Or is it kind of like, oh, okay, I mean, okay.
No, man, I have no fucking clue how am I going to do that.
But you still said yes?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I'm giving it a chance.
You have to say yes. Obviously, I know that, but you're like, all right, oh, okay. And then I guess I assume that they must have been happy with your work because they kept giving you work.
No, so actually,
oh god,
my career at Madhouse was a wreck because I actually didn't understand what kind of determination was required to be in anime production.
Right.
So I actually call myself as a piece of shit back then. So,
and now look where you are. Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah. I mean, all the team, the friends that I made back then, that's actually now at Orange. So my fellow producer is originally from Madhouse. Two of them.
So what's the timeline looking like? So you moved to Japan. How long is it then from being involved with this show and being a line producer to then kind of getting the opportunity to work with Studio Orange? Like, what's that timeline like?
So I graduated college 2006. I went into Madhouse then. So 2012, I left Madhouse.
Right.
I actually kind of got depressed with the state of the industry, and I kind of left the industry.
Yeah.
And went into venture companies, and that was a whole new mistake.
Oh god. Oh god.
I experienced 2 venture companies, and it was 2 of them exploded. So
jeez.
I'm tired of these crappy businesses. I'm gonna go venture capital.
And then you went from venture capital back into anime.
Yes.
Then, I
guess. Someone who I knew at PA Works.
Right.
Was very kind enough to say that my perspective is very interesting. So why don't you work for us? So I spent a couple years there, and then went to Orange.
Okay.
PA Works. What have they produced?
That's a studio. They've produced
Shirobako, Hanasaku Iroha,
Eccentric Family,
Nagi no Asukara.
Sorry, I don't know shit. Studios don't mean anything to me. I'm like bones. I'm more like boneless. I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm curious. What anime did you grow up with? What are some of your favorite anime that I guess?
Yeah. What was the anime that I guess inspired you to go into that field? Right.
I mean, definitely Slayers.
Wow. Banger.
Trigun, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hellsing.
Right.
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh, those are some old.
That's
classics.
3 bangers right there.
Yeah.